Hey, this is Big Z from Team Predator. I'm going to be doing some maintenance on the 2013 Demon Reg. You should do the maintenance to this reg every 5 to 6 cases, or you can do it more if you're really weird, or you can do a little bit less if you don't have the time. It's really just there to keep you shooting consistently. So let's get to the video. Alright, first thing we want to do is unscrew the reg from the gun. Be careful not to hurt that O-ring on any of these threads. Pull it off a little nicely. Take the 3/16 Allen, put it on top of the reg, unscrew it. Take that out carefully. Once that's unscrewed, take the spring, push that through. Actually get a little smaller one. Push that through, you can get the piston out. Last thing is take the bottom part of the reg off. Carefully once again. Now the reg's apart. Last thing you want to do actually is take the 5/32 Allen key and unscrew the velocity adjuster. And carefully remove it. Now your reg's disassembled. So, once it's disassembled, you want to get all that nasty old grease off of there. Wipe everything down pretty good. And as you're wiping things down, you want to look at the O-rings. Make sure there's no damage, no nicks, no problems. Get them all nice and clean. You can also look at the piston cup seal on the bottom. Make sure that's not damaged or anything. That'll give you maybe some velocity issues later on. If your gun's fairly new, it's something you really shouldn't have to worry about too bad. Get these all nice and clean. Now once everything's clean, get a little lube. I personally use the Molly Coat 55, which is what they recommend with the Demons. First thing you want to lube up just a little bit on your fingers, just enough to get it a little wet. Lube up your velocity adjuster O-rings. Press that slowly. You don't want to jam anything, you don't want to have to force anything into the bottom. Screw that all the way in. Until it stops. You want to go out 1, 2, full turns. That's where I usually like to start when I'm trying to set my velocity. Next you lube up the piston a little bit. And here, spring on that. This back together. Finally, just lube the top of this. You put the whole internals of the reg back into the outside of the reg. Now the problem here, which a lot of people forget about, or you have these set screws on the bottom. What I like to do is take the middle one out, because you can do damage to your valve adjuster screw. Take that out. And loosen up the other one a little bit. Now you have these two grooves on the bottom here. You want to try to line them up with this. So as you're putting it in, try to match it the best you can. And press it back together. Now the reason why I took this one out is then you can then look on the inside here and see if it's lined up, which right now I got to adjust a little bit. So I just put this in here and just twist it a little bit. Then screw this back in. This will keep it from spinning once you start twisting the inside back into the gun. Take your 5/16 again, slowly start screwing that back in. One thing you do want to check is this could actually get pinched. So what I do is I just take my fingernail, kind of try to rub it along the outside. There we go, now we're all put back together. Last thing, a little bit here. Take the Demon, make sure this is straight going in, else you can pinch it in these threads and it can break. Push it in nicely, slowly, twist it back in the gun, and you're done. Then you have it. Alright, got gun all aired up. Got goggles on, goggle protection, guys. If you're ever going to shoot a gun, use it on there. 280, 282. It's not the best paint, but we're not too bad. So right around 280. 278. Final number. Pretty good. Good enough for my book. Good enough until we get some better paint in this gun. Alright guys, just getting back from chronoing the gun. Everything worked, pretty good. I'm glad you guys saw how to do the maintenance on the reg. But there's one thing, the most important thing about the Demon that y'all should know. And so if you buy a 2013 Demon, get this little bad boy, which is my favorite part of the gun. The Vanguard bottle opener. So after you're done playing with your gun, setting it all up, crack yourself a nice beer. Cheers.